Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm hiding, but that's okay. I haven't done a video like this in a little bit, so I thought it would be fun to do a floor plan build. And this one is actually a tiny home. It is the larger end of tiny homes because of the size of the floor plan that I was looking at and was inspired by for this build. But I think it looks pretty cool. And it's gonna be a unique change from other builds I've done lately. I mean, I guess, so it's kind of interesting. It's like a contemporary beach home-ish? Beach tiny home? I don't know. But it does seem like, I found this really cool image. I'll show you guys right here. It looks so good in the image itself. And then I tried to recreate it in The Sims. You know how some things just don't translate that well in The Sims? And then sometimes they do. This is one of those builds that I wish I had a bit more freedom with the building tools and the options that I had to make it look better. But I still stuck to the floor plan, stuck to the shape of the house and the style, which you'll see, it's like a beach home. I did mess around a lot with the outside, and I even did a backyard and some landscaping in the front and a pool. So this is going to be a nice little home. It's got a great yard, so your outdoor Sims will be happy. I did mess around with a lot of different parts of this build and switch things out a lot, so you'll probably see things get moved around, especially like the pillars and everything. I was just trying to match the pillars that were in this picture I found, and yeah, they don't quite work in the same way that they do in real life. So I make do, I made the best of it, and I think in the end it does come together. It does take a bit. I think it took me a couple hours to do this. 2.5 hours, and that was just me kind of like slowly taking my time. I wasn't trying to rush it, so I did cut this into a pretty short build, which is good because normally it takes me like 4 to 5 hours or more for a build. So that's why I wanted to do a tiny home, because I knew it would take me less time, but I still took a good amount of time to build with it so that I could do a lot more details and stuff too. And I just need more practice. So tiny home it is. A tiny beach-ish home. I don't know where you would put this. Maybe in Sulani. Or just in any of the neighborhoods, really. So I was trying to get like a glass roof kind of, or like a clear roof over here. But it was kind of a pain, so I had to shrink the house even more. Make it a little bit smaller. But you'll see. I make it work. Unfortunately, there are some constraints with Sims and the roof aligning properly, so it's close. It's as close as I could get it, and I just was like, okay, I'm good. But we kept the house mostly yellow on the outside, bright, without hurting your eyes too much. A nice pale pastel yellow. And then I wanted that blue on the top half of it, but it just didn't look good in Sims. So you'll see later I'd change out any blue on the outside to just yellow. Then I decided to make a little pool, but then I realized I made a pond. I didn't know there was a difference. Apparently there is. All right. Because I really haven't built pools very often, at all. So I just fixed it, turned it back into an actual pool. I was like, where's the ladders? Oh, I'm in the fountain building, not the pool building. So yeah, I mean, I tried to keep it close to the same layout as the picture you see here. For the floor plan and everything, but I did, take a lot of creative freedom. And because the way Sims works, I make things look different and feel different. They feel different, so I just worked with what I got and made it, a nice single. I imagine the person living here. So I made the bedroom pink. So I'm imagining an older lady or a middle-aged lady. I guess the lady I have that I brought in. I just created some kind of randomized her, and she was pink, so I kind of got inspired by that for her bedroom. That she just she maybe works from home. She doesn't need a huge house, but loves the outdoors and being eco-conscious. So her house is a little bit, not the tiniest tiny home. It's like a tier 3 tiny home, so 2 squares away from not being a tiny home. Eventually I'll do a smaller one. I want to do this shape of the house. Like I wanted to do this house specifically that I found, and I couldn't do it any smaller, especially because it had a huge deck. And you'll see I did some skylights on the deck, over the deck instead of the full roof being glass. And I think that actually worked pretty well. Pretty happy with that because then you get a lot more light on the patio. Yeah, I changed things so much in this build, I don't even know. The outside was tough. I will say the outside I thought would be a little easier. It was not. But yeah, we messed around with the floral plants and stuff. I don't really know what I ended up with. Oh yeah, I started just throwing a bunch of stuff I thought I might want to use out, and then I end up deleting the ones I realized I don't want to use, and then just using a bunch of the same types of flowers. And I used hedges. Hedges are just easy and they take up space, and you know, they just look nice, and they're like, I think they're like easy maintenance and stuff too, right? Oh. And then I lined the driveway, or, you know, driveway. If we had cars, it would be a perfect spot for a little car or motorcycle or something, you know, but that's okay. We'll just pretend. We'll just keep pretending. So yeah, I did use some like tropical stuff, not all tropical plants, just like the palm trees, because I felt like it wasn't like all of a tropical house. I feel like it was more of a, like, you know, tropical wannabe house. Like they live in the city, or they live somewhere where they don't get to go to the tropical area. So I used a lot of like kind of more normal flowers with the palm trees, because that's kind of like what it is here. Like my parents' house, they have like random palm trees here and there, and then just like normal everything else like that you would normally see, but not like actual tropical plants, you know? So I kind of went with that vibe. I just thought it kind of worked with this build. And yeah, I did actually spend quite a bit of time on landscaping, so, you know, like I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not the best at landscaping yet. I feel like I just am not that inspired to like how to make things, the flowers and the trees and stuff look good enough. And it's kind of tedious. So I kind of challenged myself to actually spend some time on it. And I think it turned out okay. Definitely, you know, I'm not a pro. Don't hate. I do the best I can. But yeah, this little patio out here was really nice. I thought about doing a sliding door right there, but then I was like, no, there's just no space in the house for it to be a sliding door. Because then like I need to put a couch and a table and stuff, and it would take up too much space. So we just have the one door leading out from the front door. There's no back door, there's no side door or nothing, because I mean, it's a tiny house. Like we need every inch of floor plan we could use. So yeah, I don't know. Then I kind of made a little patio, not patio, I made like, well, later I do. Yeah, I just put the barbecue out there for now. Then I finally went inside. I was like, okay, finally we get to decorate. I mean, like the outside was a struggle, that's for sure. And now we are working on the kitchen. The kitchen was hard. I tried to match it up with the floor plan from this same build so that the kitchen was right in this corner, and in the right side will be the living room / dining room. And it was tough. But I think in the end, it looks pretty nice. It's playable. I play tested everything, so we should be set on that. There's enough counter space. Yeah, and I did fit a dining room table with 2 chairs in the corner, so I'm pretty happy. The living room was another pain point. Like, I'm not used to tiny homes. Like, I've done a couple smaller homes, but I haven't actually like challenged myself to stay within the constraints of, you know, so many tiles. And I guess I'm at 99 out of 100, and that's like a tier 3 tiny home. It's like you still get a couple perks for that, but you don't get all the perks of like a tier 2 would, or a tier 1, which is like way smaller. So eventually I'll do one tier 2 and tier 1 as well. Today it ended up being this build because I was like set on wanting to do a house just like that one, but I think eventually I'll do one that is of a smaller size even. For me, this was tiny, okay? We're working our way down. I'm used to having like all the space in the world. And actually I end up moving that couch. I do bring my girl in to test some stuff just to make sure before I went too far that there was enough counter space. And then I forgot there needed to be a sink. Can't forget that, you know, sinks are kind of important, but what do I know? Doors. I can't decide on good doors for this house. It's just so difficult being tiny. Like, okay. Okay, we're getting through it together. Ooh, okay. You know what I realized halfway through building this? This looks like my beach home, the beach home floor plan I did almost. But the beach home was like bigger. And this one I used a lot more yellows. So, but I think I'd use that same wall, and I think I used the same counters in the kitchen. But I did more pastels throughout the house, like the deep teal, the yellow, and the pink, just to make it like fun, you know? Like, I feel like this was just someone that wants to, you know, be eco-conscious and friendly and live in a smaller house and is happy living in this tiny place and able to, you know, either work from home or have a job where she doesn't have to require that doesn't require too much space from her and all that. So it just works. So I think it's a perfect single or couple home, you know, like an older couple, a middle-aged couple, if they're just, you know, trying to save their monies on retirement. And yeah, now they're, I mean, it's so nice. Like I've watched like the tiny living, like, on Netflix and stuff, and they're just, the houses are actually really nice because you can like put more money into it and make everything look like high quality. And the layout is like super tiny, but it just like works. I mean, here, of course, we can't do as much like the loft type thing, or, I mean, you can, but not quite as much of like regular tiny homes in real life, but like Sims tiny homes are like their own thing. So I will do smaller tiny homes at some point. This was my first attempt at a smaller home, so bear with me. I struggled a lot with the living room. I was like, I want this table. How do I fit this table, but still fit the TV, but still fit the dining room? I don't know. So then I just got rid of the table. After all that, it was like, never mind. And then I put some plants inside. Not a lot, but just enough to, you know. And I made sure she could walk past it because I was a little worried. I was like, that's a tight little spot. But I think if it's like a quarter or a half of a grid, then you're okay. And then just like plants everywhere and the stuff and things, and try and decide which plants would look best in this build without going to like other colors. Like I was trying to stick to blues and yellows and pinks at the most, but mainly blues and yellows. So I had to make sure that the plants themselves weren't like, didn't have too many colors that clashed with it or whatever. I think this turned out all right. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, I promise. It's actually not too difficult. I mean, it was, but it wasn't, you know? I don't know. I haven't built in like a week, so I feel a little rusty, I guess. I've been doing a ton of other like challenges and videos and my Anabites, create a sim, make an Ari, all kinds of stuff that like, I've been itching to do another build, and I was like, you know what? I want to do one, but I don't want to do one that's going to take me like 5 hours. So I thought tiny home. Tiny home has to be shorter, right? And still, yeah, it was like half the time I normally take to build, so not bad. The struggle was like this size and trying to make things fit in the space I had. And then finding lights and finding like decor that wouldn't clash with the style I was kind of going for. I don't know. The kitchen I was struggling with. I really wanted more like, I wanted like shelves or something. So I think I put like 1 or 2 shelves. I don't know. I just moved on. I was like, I'll come back to you later. Try to fill up this space, but then I actually moved this whole area a little bit anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I threw that up there. I was like, oh, that's a nice little like cupboard thing. I am using Twisted Mexie's better buy catalog thing, whatever. Yeah, so like you'll see the huge amount of menu that shows all the items in one area, which is way easier for me when I'm kind of like brainstorming what I want to do in my in the stuff I find, like to make sure it matches. So it was really nice. I love that mod. And then also that you can filter by like debug out objects are filtered and everything is just like way easier to find. It makes me happy. I do need to build more. I feel like rusty, yeah, because I didn't build in over a week. But I've been busy. It's okay. Work has been crazy busy. Like we've been doing really good as a company at Streamloots. And I'm just, you know, trying to do my best working and trying to like write down my schedule for videos going out each week. This is the second week I've actually written down what videos I want to do each day, and then actually trying to do them, or at least do something. So I think this week we were on track. We got Rags to Riches was done over the weekend. Okay, Monday I was supposed to do a no mistakes challenge, but I kind of wasn't feeling like doing that because I haven't built in a little bit, and I was kind of feeling like I want to practice building before I do a no mistakes challenge, which is basically you have to put down items without moving them. Once they're down, you can't move them. And so I feel like it's just going to be a disaster, but it would be hilarious because you guys apparently liked yelling at me when I did my 10-minute build challenge, which was a disaster as well. A 10-minute renovation challenge is on my list too, probably for next week, because I think I could do that better. Oh no. Fine. But yeah. Also, I made Ari from League of Legends for my League of Sims series. We made fish tacos from Sims yesterday. Like, I have this little notepad that I'm just writing down, like, Monday, do this, and schedule it for Tuesday at this time. Tuesday, do this, schedule it for Wednesday at this time. And it's actually kind of helping me organize my thoughts, because I end up having so many things I want to do, and then I just get overwhelmed and I don't do much of them. Or I do other things that aren't as efficient, so I'm trying to be more efficient with my time. Oh yeah, then we get to the bedroom. I was so happy I could use this bed. I've never used that bed before, and I thought it was perfect and cute and like islandy and like tropical, and I love it. So I was looking for pink beds and that one popped out. I was like, ooh, yes, definitely. So we're almost there. We're almost to the end, guys. I think we got like 5 minutes. That's cool. But yeah, how is everyone's week going? What have you been up to? Doing anything fun in, you know, in the world out there? I'm just trying to work, stay busy, and not worry about what's actually happening in the world, but then like being aware of what's happening in the world at the same time. And like everything I see, I'm just like, oh my God, why? How is our world so messed up? And just hoping that it gets better, you know? I want things to be better. I want to be happy. I want to be able to travel again. I really miss traveling. I miss concerts. I miss so many things. But it's fine. And we gotta do what we gotta do, which is stay safe. Stay away from people. It's fine. Like, this whole year was supposed to be like, hey, you're gonna make friends again because you're moving back to your hometown and this is gonna be awesome. And then there's a pandemic and I literally am not allowed to. And so I'm just staying. I really like that runner. I'm just staying reclusive and quiet and just working away and doing content, doing what I can control. And eventually we'll make friends one day. The people stop being stupid. Yeah, so I play tested everything, make sure that she can sit everywhere, use the mirrors, use the bathroom, made sure, yeah, everything just works. It's tiny. See, like, personally, I would hate like living or playing in a house this small, because the walls and stuff, they're just so small. I like more space. I feel like claustrophobic, but I mean, it works and it's quaint. And I think it still looks really nice. So then I just tried to like clutter up a little bit more and move things around. I forgot to put a bookshelf, so I threw it in the kitchen there. A little tiny one, tiny living bookshelf is amazing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this was a whole thing, but I'm glad I did it. I have thoughts about the next tiny house I want to do, and it'll be a lot different than this one. I need to find a different theme. Like, I'm set on this beachy vibe right now that I just didn't want to change it. So there we go. And I love teal, so I can't not use teal. I don't know. Maybe I need to like challenge myself to use like red. I want to do like, ooh, you know, it's like Halloween coming up, right? So October, I want to do like more like spookier builds or like vampire builds and stuff like that. Like, I've never actually used, I have the vampire pack. I just haven't done the thing with them. So wait, do I have? Yeah, I do. Yeah. I have it. I was like, I'm pretty sure I got it when it was on sale a while ago. But yeah, we should do some like spooky builds. I want to maybe do a challenge or something too. I don't know what type of challenge. I know for Streamloots, I've been doing some challenges. So if you guys wanted, you know, win some prizes, Streamloots, check them out on Twitter, twitter.com/Streamloots. And I've been running some competitions. The first one was a build challenge with our logo, and it was a house. You had to decorate the house, and it was really, really fun. And we had a few people do it, and I was very happy with the results of people's creativity with it. And then the second one that is running right now until the 29th, so there's a few days left. Go check out on Twitter. It's hashtag StreamySim. Sorry. And it's a t-shirt that I made, a piece of CC that you have to install in your game. And you have to use that shirt and create a sim that embodies Streamloots. So if you don't know what Streamloots is, you should check it out. It's a really great platform to help streamers monetize and engage with their communities, and it usually causes chaos. So creating a sim based around what you think Streamloots would be like as a person is kind of the goal with that. So everyone should totally go do that. I would really love to see what other people create. I think we have a couple entries so far, but I definitely want to see more of you guys participate, and you can win prizes. I think we got expansion packs, game packs, and stuff packs, all is like 5 different winners. So you better go enter, you know? It's good. I do the best I can. I've been trying to reach out to more Sims creators with Streamloots, and personally on my own Twitter, just to like, I want to talk to people about Sims. I want to like have Sims friends. Will you be my Sims friend? Because I feel like I don't have many. And like my boyfriend, he doesn't play Sims, and he watched the video when I made him in The Sims, but he doesn't really care about Sims. You know, like if I ramble on about Sims, like he'll listen, but he doesn't have much to say about it because he doesn't really care about Sims. So I'm like, I'll just talk to myself. That's what this video's for, right? It's all good. It's all good. You don't have to like everything that your significant other likes, but still would be nice to have some more Sims friends. So if you want to be friends, I do have a Discord, Twitters, and all that stuff, all linked in the description. I'll be there. Always. I'm always on the computer every single day of my life. And I stream a couple days on the weekend, so if you guys want to come check me out during that, that would be fun too. Usually I'll do either Sims or like some indie games that I got in a key for, or whatever. 7 Days to Die on Saturdays sometimes, depending on if our community is doing it. And yeah, I think we're about done with the build. We're coming up on the screenshots. So thank you guys so much for being here and watching and listening to me ramble. I hope you guys enjoy my builds, and yeah, feel free to download this on the gallery. You can find me under Pirate Queen Anna. I don't know what I'm gonna name this house yet, so just search my name, Pirate Queen Anna, and it's also, I'll link it in the description below, and you can download it for yourself. I don't know how many packs I used. I think I used a lot. I tried to limit to just a few. I think it was still just a few. Like, it could have been worse. I did try to do like eco and seasons, and I think, yeah, island living. I think those are the main 3 that I use. So most of it, if you have those 3 packs, then you'll be okay. Yeah, so thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. I think tomorrow's video will be either Rags to Riches, or every sim is a different pack, where you roll and you make a sim using only items from a certain pack. So I might do those too over the weekend. So I will see you guys again very soon. So bye bye.